CNN's chief national security correspondent Jim Sciutto joins me now live to take us through what we know. Jim, still so many questions about whether or not this is one large ISIS terror network or many different smaller ones?
Absolutely, but one thing is clear, that the size of this network, at least what we know about it, grew by 2 times today. This morning's operation, we've essentially doubled the number of terrorists and potential terrorists that are operating in France, including those involved in both Friday's attacks and those apprehended or killed this morning in police raids in Saint-Denis. Law enforcement moved in on this apartment complex there north of Paris after they gathered information, including intercepted communications, leading them to believe that the reported ringleader, Abdelhamid Abaoud, may have been at that raid location before the police moved in. Abaoud, he is a 27-year-old Belgian jihadist who spent time in Syria. He is well known to both French and U.S. law enforcement officials and was believed to be behind a thwarted January plot in Belgium to kill policemen there, and that failed attack on a high-speed train in August that you may remember was disrupted by 3 Americans. 8 people in total detained at the apartments overnight, 7 men, 1 woman, 2 suspected terrorists killed there, including another woman, a suicide bomber who blew herself up. That bomber, believed to be the cousin, again, of that ringleader, Abdelhamid Abaoud, so many things leading back to him. French officials now trying to determine if Abaoud is also among the dead there. He is believed to have directed the 8 or 9 ISIS terrorists who murdered those 129 people, wounded more than 300 during Friday's rampage at locations across the French capital. We know that the manhunt continues for at least two of those suspected terrorists still on the run. One of them we know his name. He's been identified by an international arrest warrant. His name is Salah Abdeslam. He, amazingly, stopped and questioned by police just hours after Friday's attacks, but unfortunately he was let go. At the time, they did not know that he was a suspect. We are now learning this new detail, a connection that Abdeslam, that missing 8th attacker, and the ringleader, Abaoud, spent time together in prison in 2011. What remains to be seen is whether Abaoud, the architect of this attack, is dead or if he's still at large. I mean, that's a key question here. We know that they're doing DNA tests, and we've also heard accounts from inside the explosions and the gunfight inside that apartment that the bodies just aren't in very good shape, right? So that they have to do medical work now, in effect, to identify if the ringleader was there.
DNA testing. Jim Sciutto, thanks so much.